Hey guys, Tyler here bringing you Warcraft Wednesday once again. We are on Twisted Meadows. Today spawning in the north, we have Fast playing as Orc. Going for a Farseer first. Myself some in the south, we have Chaemiko. I guess human. Ooh, going for a Blood Mage first. That's a spicy selection. Alright, so pulls the mercenary camp. Bringing in the militia to help creep this. Goes for a banish on the forest troll. We do have the Farseer coming straight across here, splitting the wolves to act as scouts. Looks like his decision to come straight across is going to pay dividends here. He's going to get a bit of harass going. Going to steal a couple of creeps here. Unsuccessful though. No experience for the Farseer. And that's a pretty good start for Chaemiko. Got the meat and potatoes from that camp. Greater healing and slippers of agility as the items. And now Fast, maybe unsure of what to do. Goes back to this green camp, looking for a little bit of experience. Thought maybe you continue to contest over here.
Work complete.
But no, goes back for some more experience. We do have the Forest Troll Shadow Priest, pretty effective at dispelling the wolves, and could potentially transfer some mana over to that. The Siphon.
We're under attack.
Make sure he can continue to dispel the wolves. Speaking of the wolves, getting into the human base here, the Arcane Tower pops, and they pull back. Kind of a slightly unusual strategy here from Fast. You know, did go for a barracks at a usual timing, not a stunningly fast tech. Sometimes with these kind of fast strats, you see like a super late barracks, super fast tech.
Work complete.
Not really the case in this game. Picks up a Forest Troll Berserker. Also put down a War Mill out the back there.
We're under attack.
And now he's creeping. Same mercenary camp. Let's see what he's going to get. Back the other side, Chaemiko. Off the knolls. Taking a while to get through them though. Help the help of the militia. And it's going to be greater healing and gauntlets of ogre strength for the Farseer. Okay. But Mage's getting pretty close to level 3 now.
We're under attack.
I guess he's got a lot of peasants here. Imagine he's going to try an expansion at some time. Just when is that time?
We're under attack.
Okay, coming into the Orc base here, maybe we're going to look for some tech structure cancels. 2 bestiaries going up. Our first order of business is going to be the burrow. We get a kill on that pretty easily, kind of surrounding it so the peons can't get on top of it for the repairs. He burns the chain lightning there just so he can't have his mana siphoned any further. But this is a pretty nasty army here for Chaemiko. Only 1 grunt. Back the other side from Fast. So he's having a little bit of trouble fending this off. There we go, some early siphons on the Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain did tech stomp. So he does kind of want to utilize that mana, but not going to have the chance there.
Work complete.
And the lack of burrow is not going to hurt Fast immediately. Going to be able to squeeze out 1 Wind Rider. And burrow about to complete, so you barely impacted him
Work complete.
in terms of unit production. And Chaemiko, he does have a decent amount of range here, so that Wind Rider will take quite a lot of damage from all the Forest Trolls. There we go, pops the stomp there just to interrupt the Siphon. Get rid of the last of his mana so it can't be siphoned any further. And there is the Wind Rider. No, well-timed balls there. Where's the siphon? And now going for the shot. Looks like we're seeing more Wind Riders in the build. And going after the burrows. Okay, and he comes. For Chieftain.
Research complete.
Getting on top, but doesn't have enough mana for the stomp. While the Wind Rider's focusing down the Forest Troll Shadow Priest. And there we go, down it falls. Back the other side. Got a Griffin Aviary and a Castle Tech underway. Well, as a, in fact, double Griffin Aviaries. Oh boy. I see an air war. In comes the Paladin, getting some healing. Oh, some decent blocking here by Fast. Maybe could have kept the Wolves in that position though. Open up this round a little bit. Now looking to harass this creeping touch. Slow down these orc levels. I see getting somewhat close to level 3 now.
Work complete.
Transferring mana over to the Pally. And wow, is he going to be able to take the big knoll here? Curious pullback. And Fast. I imagine we're going to, see some Dragonhawk Riders. And start to leave the armor, okay.
We're under attack.
Only 3 Wind Riders. 2 more in the build too. He's massing them. No damage upgrades for them quite yet. Almost at 50 food now though, so he might consider it. Here we go, Wind Rider's coming across, going to take a bit of damage. Going from the rally point. And 2 Dragonhawks at the moment, so they are outnumbered. But he's going in for the shackles anyway. Can they sustain? Here comes the human army. Paladin with a heal potentially. Oh, it banishes that one. And Town Portal out. Save those Wind Riders. That was expensive for Fast. But yeah, he's got a pretty healthy army of Wind Riders. 1 more Dragonhawk in the mix. No, here comes another one. So, barely outnumbering the Dragonhawks. It's just trouble. You can shackle all the Dragonhawks with no ensnare at the moment. Could be trouble for Fast. Looks like he's going to have a shot cancelled here. I think he even cancelled it. It just died. Completes the expansion creep camp. Not even coming back to his base though. This is a curious decision. Up to the peasants' repair. Looks, is he going to the shop? He's going to creep the shop and then maybe town portal back, I suppose. In the meantime though, he's taking quite a lot of damage. There's another burrow. With that, Chaemiko decides to pull back. Okay, Scourge Bone Chimes. Decent usually for Orc, but not in this particular case with the mass Wind Riders. And ticking up here, going for tier 3. Oh, shop in a cheeky position here so it doesn't get killed by the human army. Nice decision. And here we go, now going up to the human base. Very, very fast town portal back and a very, very fast exit by the Orc army. They got out of there really quick. I've been doing some scouting, hoping to find an expansion. It's not there. And honestly, Fast doesn't really have that many resources to spare. I'm going to rebuild all those burrows. He is finding a pretty good time here to do a lot of creeping while the human army runs around like this.
Work complete.
So he's moving up nicely. Is he hitting 3 now? Actually pretty close to 4. But here we go. It looks like the armies are about to clash.
Upgrade complete.
Oh, both players playing a little bit timidly. Looks like the human army chasing. Oh, disengaging.
We're under
Bringing in a
attack.
couple more Wind Riders. Definitely gonna... a couple more Dragonhawks, rather. Definitely gonna outnumber the Wind Riders now. Here we go. 2 shackles in. And there we go. I think all of them are shackled here, and the Orc army has to town portal out. Loses 1 Wind Rider on the exit despite a super fast town portal. But yeah, so much more experience now on those Orc heroes. And what is Chaemiko up to?
Work complete.
Building a whole bunch of towers is the answer. So he doesn't want these Wind Riders coming in here and harassing his peasants while he's away.
Attack.
He is protected on that front. And he's a mildly over 50 food. 56, so it's a little bit confusing. Looks like he has to go on the offensive now because he's losing gold to upkeep. Oh, and now we've got 2 bats in the mix. Back the other side. Already 3 armor upgrades on the Dragonhawks. Predicting the bat to counter. And in fact, he just knocks them out straight away here. Running right in. And is snaring them before... or shackling them before they can even explode themselves. They go fresh out of the bestiary. The shackles coming through. All the Wind Riders are in trouble. He's town portaling to try and break the shackles. But those Wind Riders are falling fast. And the entire air army here is gone for the Orc player. And the fast shackles onto the Bat Rider. But speaking of in trouble, the Blood Mage getting a little bit low. Switching the focus fire over to the burrows, hoping to knock them out, but they have got the fortified armor. Oh. Making use of the cloud to shut the burrows down, not able to attack air. Or attack at all, but especially attack air. Oh, there's Bat Rider, but these Bat Riders are barely scratching the Dragonhawks with those 3 armor upgrades and 2 bonus armor now from the aura. Dragonhawks here slowly falling down. And switching their focus over to the Orc heroes a little bit.
Ready to ride.
Back the other way, focus coming on to the Paladin. He's taking a lot of damage here. Oh, transfers over the large healing potion, I believe. Now going after the Tauren Chieftain. We've got a couple raiders. I think he's got Ensnare as well. Yep, here we go. And this could be about to turn ugly for Chaemiko. Staying in here in the fight, but I don't think he's got a town portal. No town portal, so it might be a little bit tricky to extract himself. Staying in. Now switching over to Griffins. Alright. Still going after the burrows.
Ready to ride.
Orc heroes coming back from a trip to the shop. Now going after the Dragonhawks. Focus fire onto the Tauren Chieftain. Nice use of Banish there to keep those Dragonhawks alive on low. Good Siphon. Raider in trouble, but Dragonhawk also about to fall. Siphoning mana back to the Paladin.
Ready to ride.
So it looks like Chaemiko having to pull back now. The switch over to Raiders working out pretty nicely for fast. But here come in the Griffins though, they do a lot more damage. Oh, but the Paladin, what was that? Misclick on the staff? Maybe not. Maybe he was still ensnared. Now the human hero's in some big trouble. Blood Mage is next. I'm surprised he came with no town portal to this fight. And he loses both his heroes. Oh boy. Well, that was a really strong start to the fight for Chaemiko. Took out the entire Orc aerial army. But boy, did it go south at the end.
Ready to ride.
No town portal. Used the greater healing potion to stay in the fight in the Orc base so he could inflict more damage. Now he has to go for the buyback. That is very expensive. This is time to do a little bit of creeping. Interesting. All the peasants chopping away from the lumber mill here. Not that efficient. But it's actually quite a nice camp to creep. He managed to siphon off quite a lot of mana from those. He's got some mana. And he's gonna hit level 5 here, it looks like. Scout peasant gets picked off.
Work complete.
There we go, level 5. Oh, and what an item! Flute of Accuracy. So good for these air units. He's actually starting to pump in a few damage upgrades, and we had a, I believe, a tiny Great Hall go down over here.
Ready to work. Research
Expansion
complete.
up. Not scouted here by the peasants. Well, not scouted yet. As Griffins take down the walls pretty quickly, but no shop here, which is a big issue for Chaemiko. Feeling a little bit hard to come by. Doesn't have any priests either. Just to pop the invul pot on his blood mage. Right, and only just coming back now. But yeah, expansion here, not crypt or not here. So Chaemiko, if he does decide to go for an expansion, he still has to get this creeping done. And at the moment, Fast is not making it easy for him.
Mine is running low.
Okay, scouted now by Chaemiko. The expansion already close to 1,000 gold gone from it. Here come the militia. So Chaemiko also going to go for his own expansion. Banish on the blood mage. Ooh, takes a nasty chain lightning. But takes a super holy light. And he's back up to full strength. Mass Raiders still no upgrades. Oh, but he's got a stash of bats back here and he is pumping them up.
Under attack.
Keeping them out of the battle for the moment. Doesn't want them getting picked off. Ooh, speaking of.
Blue troll here.
That is a lot of bats. We have in terms of items. No heal scrolls, no town portal for Chaemiko again. He's got a couple towers going down here to try and harass his expansion. Here come the bats. It's a big stream of them. Ooh, kind of a bit of a bad split on the air, keeping them pretty bunched up. And those bats took down most of the aerial army. Still got 2 griffins, 2 dragonhawks. But yeah, that was kind of bad. Control from Chaemiko, no split. Oh boy, what was he doing with that dragonhawk? Oh, greedy, chasing down the bat. Mage in a little bit of trouble. Paladin's nearby though. Oh, the griffin survives. That's the benefit of the armor upgrades there. Once again, armor upgrades shining through. There we go. A bit of a tough engagement. Not many human units left over here. He does have the benefit of the towers and second one about to come online. Here we go. Only one aerial unit left in the fight, the Griffin. And he's on the run now. Bloodmage's trying to escape, and now so is the Paladin, but I don't think that's going to be successful with 3 raiders here. And Bloodmage is just gapping it. He's like, yeah, I know, you're not going to get out here. You're going to get ensnared. No way I'm going to get the staff out. And that did not go terribly well for Chaemiko. This expansion has been reaping some rewards, but finally this one up and running for Chaemiko as well. He's back on a level playing field in terms of income. And according to the stats, only 3 food behind at the moment. So maybe he's got a future here.
Ready to
The
ride.
main's expired now. So instead of rebuilding some peons, bringing them across from the main mine to work the
Ready to
expansion.
ride. We're under attack.
Okay, manages to chop his way free just about. No, not quite. 3 Griffin Riders here. Not 1 bat. Just 1. And a whole bunch of raiders. No masonry upgrades. There we go. That survive. Oh, he ended up stuffing out a healthy one. The chain lightning threw off his targeting a little bit. Okay, in come the militia. Raiders pulling back. Looking for the surround here. Oh boy, he's got it. The banner surround. Now the Griffin Riders blasting away. Trying to break free of the surround here. Militia chopping away. He's got a great healing. Pops it on the TC now. Surround is... oh, it's open. Can the Tauren Chieftain escape? He's not trying to escape. The human army not quite strong enough to finish the job on him. Now the Blood Mage in a little bit of trouble. Banishes himself. Now the Paladin in trouble again. Oh, focus fire back onto the TC. Now pull out. The Paladin also going to survive here.
Troll here.
Oof. Man, I think, honestly, if Chaemiko had not have staffed out that Griffin by accident, I think he would have killed the, or at least forced the hand of the Tauren Chieftain a lot earlier there, but just didn't quite have enough damage after that. But he hangs on. Now 2 damage upgrades on the Griffin. So they are even more scary. Still no armor upgrades or damage upgrades on the Raiders though. A little bit surprising. Oftentimes we see players go for the armor upgrades. But he does have a couple auras of his own. Ironhorn of Stormwind with the Devotion aura. He's got the Scourge Bone Triumphs, the Endurance aura, the aura from the Kodo, the War Drums. He's aura'd up. Okay, another tiny Great Hall going down.
We're under attack. Work complete.
He did take down 2 of the towers over here, so the wolves
Troll here.
doing a bit of damage onto the peasant line. Got a couple more of those about to complete now.
Blue troll here.
And we do have a scout footman slash militia on his way up here. Going to spot this
We're under attack.
and start up a tower. Well, shop is not going to complete thanks to this wolf. Does have 2 guys on lumber nearby though. And building a tower here to do some damage. But the raider gets split off from the main army to come and shut that down. Meanwhile, Chaemiko finds time to do this red camp here. It's a Staff of Silence. That is a crazy good item. It may not matter too much because usually the Orc heroes don't have that much mana, but it might help at the start of the fight.
We're
Here
under
comes the
attack.
human army now.
Ready to work.
Man, those wolves are just so nasty. Needs the Magic Sentry upgrade, but still does not have an Arcane Sanctum, so can't get it.
Troll here.
Wow, he actually finished building this tower. It's kind of surprising. Orc army peeling off. Maybe looking for another expansion potentially over here, but still hasn't even been crept.
We're under attack!
Troll here.
Okay, so Fast is breaking up. Keep pumping out those bats. You can hear them coming out. And that is a pretty nice army of bats. Let's see if Chaemiko has a better split on his griffins this time around. He's running himself into the corner here. He does have a town portal this time. Can inflict some damage onto the peon line. Here they come. Did a pretty decent job of timing his heal scroll. Still lost 2 griffins there, I believe. Now the griffins spitting out some big damage. Silence onto the TC as well. Oh, level 6 for the Farseer. Loves his mana on that stomp. Another bat coming in. Another one. Ooh, not quite getting these griffin kills. That's why we like to save that one. Stuff out on the other low health one. So some efficient play here from Chaemiko. And now he's still in here slugging after all of those bats. I think it was like 10, 11 bats. He's still got a few griffins after all of that. Going for those early armor upgrades, really paying dividends. Where's the heal? So he's just trying to run out. Transfer over the invol? No, transfer over the town portal. Looking to take care of the last couple of peasants now. Doesn't quite manage, or peons rather, doesn't quite manage to. And at the end of that fight, Chaemiko actually has a higher food count than Fast, so these bats are just not that efficient when rallying themselves into level 3 armor. Griffins, especially, you know, when you can staff them out, heal scroll them, some good micro. But he has been running 2 mines to 1 for quite some time.
Ready to work.
So Chaemiko does need that extra efficiency.
Ready to ride.
It looks like now he's coming across with a few units to maybe go for another expansion in this position. The Wolves did scout that. Picks up another town portal, it looks like. This is pellet, okay, invul, okay. It's also got the devotion aura, you know. It's a level 2 devotion aura.
Work complete.
It's making those bats struggle. Raiders come across here, find the peasants. They'll be able to kill them very easily. The Tauren Chieftain actually getting very close to level 6 here now. It could be an issue for Chaemiko. He's actually getting very close, look at that.
Ready to work.
7 experience off level 6, and that is the Phoenix. Looks like he just got it maybe from killing a wolf or peon, something like that. And the Phoenix is a game changer. This thing spits out crazy damage. Takes down the Kodo just like that. Adding a Mountain King into the mix with the Stormbolt, so he can do something against the high level endurance or level 3 endurance or at TC. Just sprinting around the map, needs the Mountain King to keep those orc units stationary so he can wail on them. And now he's wailing on this expansion. Great Horn going down fast. Doesn't look like he's even going to try and contest this even. Not trying to get any repairs off, just maximizing the gold from it. On the little bit of time he has left with it. In come the bats now. Doesn't even quite get that griffin. And that's it. Fast had seen enough. Wow. Well, there you go. You get to see the bats are just not that efficient, especially against the highly armored units. Clearly Chaemiko planning that out in advance. He ticked those 3 armor upgrades for his air units like straight away before he even had like 50 food. He was ready to go on that front. And Fast's bat action just could not counter it. I suppose you maybe could have mixed back in some Wind Riders with the Inventive Spears or some Headhunters, but oh well, he continued down the bat path and it did not end up going his way. I'll wrap on that, guys. Thanks for tuning in to another installment of Warcraft Wednesday, and until next time, goodbye and good luck.